I'm on the phone with Maine Maritime Academy women's head coach Craig Dagan. And, Coach, a good weekend last weekend. Victory, a nice victory over Umpy, and then a tough, close loss to UMass Boston.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. I thought our kids played really well on Saturday. We played fast, and that's the way that we want to play. And albeit we missed a lot of shots that we typically would like to see our kids make. We did a lot of really good things, especially on the defensive end of the floor. And then on Saturday, unfortunately, that trend of missing quality opportunities continued, and it ended up costing us because our defense was good enough to win the game. Anytime you only give up 55 points against a really good team, you should be in the game, and the end of the third quarter really killed us. It was a 4-point game, and then they hit back-to-back shots to close out the quarter, and we just struggled. We struggled offensively, and, when you miss 14 layups and 14 uncontested layups in the game, you're not going to win too many games, and unfortunately that's what happened. But I'm encouraged in the sense that our defense this weekend was phenomenal, and our offense, the execution is good. We just have to finish in complete plays. So I love where our team's at, Chris. We're having a lot of fun. We got a great group of kids. They're working really, really hard. They're committed. They've bought into the things that we're doing. There's a ton of energy in the gym every day, and especially on game day. And I'm really happy about the direction we're headed and excited about what's going to be in store for this team this year.
Well, I saw the games on Saturday, and I was very impressed with the women's team. And yes, there were some missed shots, but hey, it's the first game of the season, and if they looked like that at the beginning of the year, you've got great potential for when they peak at tournament time.
We do, but I mean, a layup's a layup, and I mean, the same shots. If we get the same shots at the end of the year, I would expect them to make these shots now, or this Saturday against St. Joe's, or any other game for that matter. They're college basketball players, and they should make layups. So, there were a lot of emotions were running high. We had 6 or 7 freshmen that were getting, their first taste of college basketball this weekend, and Saturday was a really good crowd, and there was a lot of energy in the gym. So I'm sure the emotions for them were running high. But we've just got to be better on the offensive end of the floor, especially when our defense is that good. We've just got to be able to convert. And in order to beat good teams, you have to do well on both ends of the floor. And I didn't think on Sunday we ran enough either. I mean, that's one of the strengths of this basketball team. And we got caught up too much in a half-court game. And we got to get out and run and get easy baskets in transition and to make things easier on the offensive end for us.
Well, talking about freshmen, how about the play of Alayne Felix? I mean, she's the NAC Rookie of the Week, and then she's also named the Maine Women's Basketball Coaches Association Player of the Week for the entire state of Maine.
Yeah, she's a pretty special kid, and she works hard. And the thing that I really liked about her this weekend, I mean, she did a good job on Saturday, but Sunday against UMass Boston, she was playing against a senior who's an all-district and all-region kid, and Murphy kid, and just a tremendous kid and tremendous player, and a really tough matchup for Alayne as a freshman. And Alayne, at one point when we got down early in that game, she just took over. I think she scored like 8 straight points or maybe 9 straight points for us and got us back in the game. And she's a heck of a player. I mean, and she does things really well on both ends of the floor. And for a freshman and so early in her career who wants the ball as much as she does, and the kids are responsive to that too. They know that she's good, and they know that she's going to make good decisions when she gets the ball, and it showed in both games. And I mean, I thought all of our freshmen played well this weekend. Amanda Hollowick had a double-double on Saturday, 11 points and 11 rebounds, and Megan McLean is all over the place on both ends of the floor. She just plays with so much passion, and Tess Clark came in once again. She's only have 2 practices under her belt and scored 10 points and grabbed 7 rebounds against Umpy. She struggled a little bit against UMass Boston because it became more of a half-court game, and she still doesn't know the sets the way that she needs to. And then our young lady from Nokomis, Michaela Charters, did a really nice job too. She's a stat stuffer, and played really, really well. Struggled a little bit again on Sunday, but that's to be expected with these young kids. I mean, they're going to have a little bit of ups and downs, and the consistency piece is going to be the biggest issue for them throughout the year. And we've got to get more from our upperclassmen. They all played pretty well on Saturday. Sunday, I thought our two starters, and Christy Willie and Alex Winchester, they both really struggled. And they both have to do a better job in order for us to be successful. We can't be relying on freshmen every single night in order to win basketball games.
There's such a difference between a freshman college player and a senior. I mean, you're talking 17, 18-year-olds to 21, 22-year-olds. And just in terms of, 25 games this season, all those practices, and the upper body strength and everything else. So it's like, I mean, really, it's like seniors and freshmen in high school, just 4 years different.
No question. And for Christy and Alex, I mean, they've got, close to 60 college basketball games under their belt and, hundreds of practices, and they need to be better. I mean, they're certainly prepared. I mean, those two prepare as well as anybody that I've ever had. They just have to go out and translate that and perform better in bigger games. But we're getting there. I mean, our fifth-year senior, Rebecca Campbell, played really well on Sunday.
Nice to have her back on the floor.
Yeah, no question about it. And to be honest with you, Chris, I messed up on Sunday. She should have played more because the younger kids in our smaller posts were really struggling against Murphy, the big post player from UMass Boston. And Rebecca's one kid that did a really good job on her. She should have played more. And, in retrospect, I won't make that mistake again. So, and even for me, I'm still feeling out matchups and combinations on the floor. And as many mistakes as our players made in Sunday's loss, I made mistakes too, and I need to be better. So we're all getting our feet wet here, but I need to be better as well.
You don't know what to do with more than 6 women on your roster.
I know. I do, actually. I do. And it's last year was an aberration. I do know what to do.
I'm teasing you,
No, I know you are. But we all need to be better, and we will be better. But the thing that I like about it is, they had a day off yesterday on Monday and came in yesterday and watched film and got in the weight room, and they're just ready to go. Like, I gave them 2 days off just because of the long weekend back-to-back games, and I think one day would have been fine. This group is ready to get back at it and prepare for the weekend, and I just love their attitude and work ethic.
So you've got a game Saturday at home against St. Joseph's.
Correct. Yeah, and they're a quality team. I mean, we've struggled with them the last few years. They've got a really, really good post player in Morgan Cahill, who's a lot like the Murphy kid that we played against this weekend. They have quick guards. It'll be a great matchup for us, and I think we're much more prepared this year than we have been in the last few years, and I expect that it will be a great game on Saturday here in Margaret Chase Smith Gymnasium.
All right, 1:00. You'd love to have that gym packed, wouldn't you?
We would. The more support we get, and our kids definitely feed off of it. I mean, our freshmen were so excited after the game on Saturday because of the crowd and the energy in the gym, and they certainly were like, they get in the locker room and like, hey, that was pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
So the more people we get there, obviously, the better it is, and the hotter the gym gets, as you know from spending Saturday on there.
It was hot there.
Hey, the hotter the better. The hotter the better. People can feel like they're in the Bahamas when they come watch us play in the gym. So
yeah, you want to make sure you wear short sleeve shirts and or dress in layers because you'll be taking clothes off by the end of the game.
No doubt.
All right, Coach. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week and see how the game went against St. Joe's.
Sounds great. Take care.